If a customer wants to check out the guest from a conference reservation, we can do this in Hotel Management. We can do this in several ways. We start by pressing Hotel Management. We press Groups and open the folder Group Overview to find the reservation. We can also go to Front Desk and open Floor Plan and choose Paymasters. Then we can see a green group that is checking out today. We can also choose to navigate through Sales and Catering to open Group Overview. We now navigate via Floor Plan, where we see the green group reservation. When we have marked Paymaster, we can press the green group reservation. We now see that Invoice 2 is highlighted in red, and we see that the total cost of the reservation is 60,190 crowns. We press Invoice 2. What we always make sure to do when a customer pays for a conference stay is to enter Invoice Management. Here we can see the costs that are connected to our Paymaster. These are highlighted in red. We also see the costs that are related to individuals' rooms from the conference. If we go further down the list, we can see these marked in black on the list. The customer must then decide whether this should be included in the total cost or not. If we, for example, should include the cost of parking in the final invoice to the customer, we can highlight the cost on room 1112. We choose Paymaster and press Paymaster Pays. This cost is then marked in red and moves automatically to Paymaster. We will now move this to Invoice 2 by writing this under Invoice so that it comes on the same bill as the other costs. If a cost is to be paid by a guest personally, we mark the cost and choose Paymaster and press Guest Pays. We may want to add this back into Invoice 1 by typing 1 under Invoice. The same applies if there is a night that is not to be invoiced. We mark Lodging and Breakfast Included and press Paymaster and select Guest Pays. In this case, it is the final invoice, so we choose Paymaster and Paymaster Pays again. The rest of what the guests have charged to their rooms, they should pay individually. We now go back by pressing Escape. The next thing we should do is to check the billing address and match it with the information the guest provides. If it does not match, we go to Bill to Customer Number and press F6. We now select the correct customer card that matches the billing address that the customer has given us. We also have the possibility to enter something called Bill to Contact. Here we enter a reference number that will be visible on the guest's invoice. Under Your Reference, we enter who is the contact person at the hotel if something should be incorrect on the invoice the customer receives. When you have done this part, the guest can pay. We now have some different choices. If the guest is going to pay with a credit card, we can press Ctrl and S. Then we get up a total and we can press OK in order for the guest to pay. If the customer is going to pay by invoice or cash, we need to go down to the next available row. We choose the empty field under Service Type and press F6. We will now see a list of different payment methods. If the guest wants the invoice, we press Invoice and then OK. We now press Enter until we get to a new row. We now see that charges and payments reaches zero in balance. We have now entered a payment method and can complete the bill. We press Post and select Post, Print, and Checkout, or press Ctrl and F11. Now we get asked whether we want to continue although changes have been made. We choose Yes. We click Yes again. We also get a question about whether we want to check out the guest. We choose Yes. Now the bill has gone through the system, and we print an invoice or receipt. We can also see that everything is at zero. And Invoice 2 is no longer active. We press Escape to return. The next step is to check out each guest connected to the event. We open Hotel Management and Front Desk and press Floor Plan. Here we can see all persons checked in marked in green. We now press Group Overview at either Hotel Management or Sales and Catering. We look up the reservation by entering the 17th of February, 2016. We choose the correct reservation. Then we press Function and then select Auto Checkout Group. We will then get a question if we want to make a hard copy. We always choose No and then OK. We will now get a question if we want to check out the guest who has individual charges on their room. They will check out individually and should pay these costs themselves. So we choose No and press OK. If we now open the page Rooms, we will get an automatic message. The system tells us that we have a certain amount of reservations that have been checked out. We still have 2 reservations which are checked in. Press OK. If we navigate to the left side, we can see that the status is checked out. Those who are still checked in still have charges on their reservations. These need to check out individually in the reception.